When your cat takes your seat the second you stand up, do you actually know what they're trying to tell you? It looks harmless, maybe even a little annoying, but behind that simple behaviour, there's something deeper most owners completely miss. Something psychological, something instinctive, and once you see it, you'll never look at your cat the same way again. Most people think it's just about warmth. You get up, the seat is warm, the cat takes it. Simple, but that's not what's really happening. Cats have access to warmth everywhere. Sunlight, blankets, laptops, your laundry. If heat was the goal, they wouldn't wait for your exact spot. So why do they always choose your seat? Why that place, and not any other? Here's where it gets interesting. 1. They're blending you into their identity. When your cat sits in your spot, they're stepping into the strongest concentration of your scent. To us, it's invisible, but to them, it's everything. Cats don't see the world the way we do. They map it through smell, territory, familiarity, and in the wild, cats that belong together share something called a communal scent. It's how they recognize family, it's how they create trust, without ever making a sound. So when your cat curls up exactly where you are sitting, they're not just getting comfortable, they're mixing their scent with yours, layering themselves into your presence, rewriting the environment to say, this human is mine, and more importantly, I belong with them. This is also why your cat might rub against you, right after sitting there. They're not choosing between you and the seat. They're merging both into one identity, and if you've ever wondered why they sometimes stare at you right after doing it, hold that thought. We'll come back to it. 2. They're claiming your space as a safe zone. Every place a cat chooses has meaning. It's never random. When your cat takes your seat, they're marking it as part of their inner territory. Not just any territory, but safe territory. Cats have scent glands in their paws, cheeks and body. Every time they sit, knead or rub, they're leaving behind signals. This is mine. This is safe. I belong here. But here's the deeper layer. They're not just claiming the seat. They're claiming your presence as part of their safety system. Think about that for a second. Out of every place in your home, they choose the one that smells most like you. That's not dominance, that's trust. And if this is making sense so far, hit like and subscribe, because what your cat is doing right now is more emotional than most people realize. 3. It's a strategic move to control your attention. Cats are observers. They study you more than you think. They learn your patterns, your habits, your movements, and they know something very specific. When you stand up, you're coming back. So what do? They take your spot. It's not random. It's positioning. When you return, you have to acknowledge them, move them, talk to them, look at them. They've placed themselves directly into your path of interaction. It's a silent message. You can't ignore me. And here's the fascinating part. This behaviour is actually similar to how cats block your path when you walk. They're not being difficult. They're inserting themselves into your awareness. Because in their world, attention equals connection, and taking your seat guarantees it. But there's something even deeper happening underneath that. 4. They're validating your importance in their world. Cats don't treat everyone equally. They choose favourites. They form bonds selectively. And when a cat chooses your exact spot over dozens of other options, it's not convenience, it's preference. You are their chosen person. That seat represents you, your scent, your presence, your energy. And by sitting there, they're confirming something very specific. You rank highest in their internal world. It's subtle, but powerful. This is why some cats will ignore empty chairs, but immediately take yours. The difference isn't the object, it's you. And if you've ever caught your cat staring at you while sitting in your place, not blinking, just watching, there's a reason for that too. And it's not what you think. We'll break that down soon. 5. They don't see ownership the way you do. Humans think in terms of possession. My chair. My bed. My space. Cats don't think like that. In their mind, you're not their owner. You're part of their colony. To them, you're just a very large, slightly clumsy cat. And in a colony, space is shared. There's no concept of stealing your seat. There's only occupying shared territory. So when your cat takes your spot, they're not challenging you. They're acting completely naturally within their social structure. This is also why they don't understand why you move them. They're thinking, why are you interrupting something that's normal? And how you respond in that moment actually shapes how much they trust you. We'll come back to that later. 6. They're seeking more than just warmth. They're seeking emotional security. Yes, your seat is warm, but that's only part of it. The real draw is something deeper. Your scent signals safety to their nervous system. It tells them nothing bad happens here. This is why cats often relax instantly when sitting in your spot. They stretch, they close their eyes, their body softens. They're not just comfortable, they're regulated. You've become their safe place. And this kind of attachment is something science is only beginning to fully understand. But here's where it takes a turn, because sometimes it's not just about bonding. Sometimes it's about something else entirely. And if you miss it, you might misunderstand your cat completely. 7. They are silently watching you and communicating in ways you've never noticed. Because when your cat takes your seat, they don't just sit there, they watch you. And that stare, it's not random, it's a language. Most people think a cat staring means one thing, curiosity, but that's only the surface. Cats use their eyes the way humans use words. And depending on how they look at you in that moment, they're telling you something very specific. Let's start with the slow blink. If your cat sits in your seat, looks at you, and slowly closes their eyes before opening them again, that's one of the strongest signals of trust in the animal world. A slow blink is the opposite of vigilance. It means I feel safe enough to lower my guard around you. In the wild, closing your eyes at the wrong time can be dangerous. So when your cat does it while occupying your space, they're not just relaxed, they're emotionally open. And here's the part most people miss. If you slow blink back, you're speaking their language. You're telling them, I trust you too. Now let's shift to something completely different. The unbroken stare. If your cat takes your seat and just stares at you, no blinking, no movement, it can feel intense, almost uncomfortable. But it's not always aggression. Sometimes. It's focused. Cats are predators by nature, and that still lives inside them. An unbroken stare can mean they're locked into observation mode, studying you, tracking your movements, trying to understand what you'll do next. But here's where it gets layered. If their body is relaxed, ears neutral, no tension, that stare isn't a threat. It's fascination. You are the most interesting thing in their environment, and in that moment, they're completely tuned into you. Now watch their pupils. If they suddenly become wide and dilated, even in normal lighting, that's a surge of emotion. It could be excitement, it could be play, it could even be a burst of affection. Cat's eyes don't just react to light, they react to feeling. So when your cat is sitting in your spot, staring at you with wide pupils, something inside them is activated, and it's usually connected to you. This is also why sometimes they suddenly jump or pounce right after staring. It's not random, it's emotional overflow. But then there's the opposite, the half-closed eyes, the soft, heavy gaze. This is what many behaviorists call the trust stare. If your cat looks at you like this while resting in your space, they're not analysing you, they're not tracking you, they're existing with you. It's calm, it's quiet, it's emotional safety in its purest form. This is the same expression cats use when they groom each other in bonded pairs. It's not about survival, it's about connection. And if your cat gives you this look, especially from your seat, it means you've become part of their inner circle in a way most humans never fully understand. Now here's where things feel almost mysterious. Night staring. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and your cat is just there, sitting, staring at you from your spot? It feels eerie. But it's not what you think. Cats are naturally more active at night. Their senses are sharper. Their awareness is heightened. And when they sit in your space while you sleep, they're observing your most vulnerable state, your breathing, your movement, your stillness. They're learning you in a way that goes far beyond what we notice during the day. And sometimes they're guarding you. Not because they understand danger the way we do, but because something deep in their instinct says, stay close, watch, protect. And that same instinct is why they sometimes choose your seat when you're gone. It's the closest thing to you when you're not there. But here's the part most people never realize. There's one type of stare that changes everything. Predator focus. This is when your cat locks onto you, body slightly lowered, eyes sharp, pupils narrowed or suddenly wide, complete stillness. This isn't aggression, it's instinct. Your cat is wired to hunt movement, and sometimes you trigger that instinct. A small shift, a hand movement, a subtle gesture, and suddenly you're the target. But not in a negative way. It's play, it's engagement, it's your cat inviting you into their world. But here's why it matters. When your cat does this from your seat, they're blending two things at once: predator instinct and social bonding. They're not separating you from their instincts, they're including you in them. And that's something deeply personal. Now, let's bring everything together, because all of this behaviour, the seat taking, the staring, the subtle signals, it all points to one thing. Your cat has been communicating with you this entire time, not through sound, not through obvious actions, but through patterns. Small, repeatable, meaningful patterns. And once you see them, you can't unseen them. But there's one final thing you need to understand. What happens if your cat suddenly stops doing this? If they stop taking your seat? If they stop looking at you the same way? If that pattern disappears, it's not random. Cats are creatures of consistency. When they change something this specific, something has shifted. Sometimes it's environmental, a new layout, a new smell, a disruption in their territory. Sometimes it's emotional, stress, anxiety, a change in how safe they feel. And sometimes it's physical. Cats hide discomfort better than almost any animal. If something feels wrong in their body, they withdraw, they create distance. So if your cat suddenly avoids your space, or stops engaging the way they used to, don't ignore it. They're not being distant, they're communicating in the only way they know how. The absence of behaviour is still a message, and maybe the most important one of all. Because everything your cat has been doing, sitting in your seat, watching you, blending into your world, it was never random, it was never small, it was a language. A quiet, invisible language built on trust, instinct and connection. And the moment you start understanding it, your relationship with your cat changes forever. Because now, you're not just living with your cat anymore, you're finally listening.